Good morning, dear student. In previous lecture, we saw most of the part of the nucleus. Today, we will see the chromatin, means euchromatin or and heterochromatin region of the nucleus. Means basically it is a part of chromosome. So we'll see about it. Euchromatin is a light packed form of chromatin. It is in the form of DNA, RNA, or protein that is enriched in genes and is often under active transcription. So, if we see a chromosome and we observe it minutely, then we'll observe some light and some dark region. So this light region is called euchromatin region and the dark region is called heterochromatin region. Euchromatin comprises of active portion of the genome within the cell. 92% of the genome is euchromatin. So if we observe entire genome of humans or um, euchromatin or and heterochromatin region, so most of the part of the chromosome is euchromatin, that is 92% of the part of the genome is euchromatin. Heterochromatin is tightly packed form of DNA or condensed DNA which comes in multiple varieties. So as we saw, the euchromatin is the light region, the heterochromatin is packed or dark region, and it comes in varieties of form. These varieties lie in the continuum between continuation between the two extreme of constitutive heterochromatin and facultative heterochromatin. Means it is a type of heterochromatin. In constitutive heterochromatin, the entire chromosome is heterochromatin, means it is tightly packed. But in facultative heterochromatin, some part are not tightly packed, means some part are little loose and some part are tightly packed. So it is a subtype of heterochromatin, that is constitutive and facultative. Both play a role in gene expression. Here I have put one diagram which explain what is heterochromatin and euchromatin. So you can see the DNA is wrapped around the histone, that small pebble like structure is histone, and DNA is packed around it. So in euchromatin region you can see it is the histone are lie in a there there are some space between each histone, so it is not tightly packed. But in heterochromatin you can see all the histone molecule are tightly packed and DNA is wrapped around it. So it signifies that euchromatin is not tightly packed and it is loose structure, and heterochromatin is tightly packed and it is stained darker. We'll see some of the differences of euchromatin and heterochromatin. Euchromatin are light staining region and heterochromatin are dark staining region. Uh, Euchromatin are less tightly packed chromatin fiber, therefore non-condensed, and heterochromatin are tightly packed chromatin fiber, therefore it is condensed. So as we saw in diagram, the euchromatin is not condensed, it has some space and some loose structure, but in heterochromatin it is tightly packed. Euchromatin are not visible in light microscope. Why it is not visible? Because the chromatin is in structure it look far apart from each other, so it do not signify, and the structure is not completely visible. But heterochromatin region is completely visible under light microscope. Why it is visible? Because it is tightly packed and dark stained. So anything which is dark stained, it is completely visible under light microscope. Euchromatin undergoes regular change in morphology with cell division. Since it is not tightly packed, many different types of modification goes under euchromatin region. So it is always goes on changing in its morphology. But since heterochromatin is uh, tightly packed, no modification can occur at this place. So it remain highly condensed in all stages of cell division. Euchromatin are genetically active region, heterochromatin are genetically inactive region. Why euchromatin is genetically active region? Because um, there are some space lie between two histone molecule. So in between that space, some process can goes on, like replication and other process. So it is genetically active, but there are no space between histone molecule in heterochromatin, so it is completely inactive region. Euchromatin replicate early during S phase. S phase is synthesis phase of the cell cycle, so it replicate early, and heterochromatin replicate late in the S phase. Euchromatin is generally GC rich and heterochromatin is AT rich. GC means guanine and cytosine. AT means adenine and thymine. So it was all about euchromatin and heterochromatin. We are moving to nucleolus. So don't get confused between nucleus and nucleolus. Nucleus is a larger structure and it is prominent structure. But within nucleus there are one more prominent structure is called nucleus. I will show you the diagram. uh, in nucleus you can see this is the diagram, and this is the bottom one is a real picture of the nucleus and nucleolus. So within a nucleus you can see a prominent dark structure, it's called nucleolus. So we'll look in detail about the nucleolus. The nucleolus is a ribosome factory. So all the ribosome which afterward get attached to endoplasmic reticulum and do the protein synthesis, that all ribosome are synthesized in the nucleolus. Nucleolus is a large prominent structure. So in nucleus we can see a large prominent structure, means easily we can observe this structure. So it is called nucleolus. It doesn't have membrane as all the other organelles you studied, like Golgi apparatus, lysosome, and other like cell membrane, even nuclear membrane have some membranous structure, but these nucleolus don't have any membrane. Most cell have two or more nucleolus. So within a nucleus there might be two or more nucleus can be located inside it. Direct synthesis of RNA. How it direct synthesis of RNA? So most of the RNA, especially mRNA, get produced in this nucleolus. The nucleolus takes up around 25% volume of the nucleus. So if the volume of nucleus is 100%, out of that 25% space and the volume is occupied by this nucleolus. This structure is made up of protein and ribonucleic acid. So this nucleolus is made up of protein and RNA. So that is called ribonucleic acid. Its main function to rewrite the ribosomal RNA and combine it with the protein. So what it does, it first produce the RNA and then it combines with the protein, and afterward this molecule is called ribonucleic protein. This result in formation of ribosome, and after that the ribosome is formed, it is transported outside, it gets located in the endoplasmic reticulum, and that's why the name is given as rough endoplasmic reticulum, because the ribosome get attached to the endoplasmic reticulum and it gives a rough structure. This is basic diagram of nucleolus and nucleus. So it is a prominent structure located inside the nucleus, and it is the site of ribosomal synthesis and also ribonucleic acid and riboprotein synthesis. So this was all about heterochromatin and euchromatin and nucleolus structure. Thank you.